Great. Oh, kia ora everyone. Thank you guys for coming. I will hand over to Schick to introduce themselves and tell you a bit about what they'll be going through today. In the meantime, this is going to be recorded. So if you miss any information, you'll be able to go back and look at the UC Careers YouTube page, and you'll be able to catch up on all this information again. Really encourage you students to pop your cameras on. This is your opportunity to network since we're not doing things in person at the moment. Yeah, be thinking of some great questions, and that'd be fantastic. So I'll hand it over now.
Cool, thank you, Shannon. I'll just share my screen. Awesome. Cool, so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's a bit of a funny one doing it on Zoom, I know. We've come down to the expos the last few years and they've been awesome. It's nice to engage with you guys in person, but that's fine. If you guys can turn your cameras on, that would be great. It's a really good opportunity for us to kind of see your faces, and it helps the whole process. So yeah, that'd be awesome if you can. And yeah, just ask questions the whole way through. We will stop and ask, but if you've got any questions, feel free to answer. That would be awesome.
So who are we? Schick Civil Construction is a civil infrastructure company based in Waikato, but is spread over the North and South Island. We're not about standing still, we're about building for the long term. We aim to deliver solutions for customers that exceed our expectations, provide stable work and growth opportunities for our staff, support our suppliers and partners in their own success, and contribute to the communities and environment we live and work in. Also, our history and locations. Schick started in 1986 as a small cartage and excavation company based in Hamilton. We started with about 10 guys and a few trucks. Now Schick has grown to nearly 300 staff across New Zealand. So we're spread over the North and South Island, and we've branches in Hamilton, Christchurch, Nelson and Blenheim. We also have projects running within a 2-hour radius of Hamilton, as you can see on the map there. And so we deliver a wide range of end-to-end civil construction related services, including site works, which involves anything from house pads, driveway and car park construction. Earthworks involves earthworks for residential homes, commercial properties and land developments. Roading involves delivering major roading contracts for NZTA and local councils. Drainage uses our registered drain layers skills and install drains and pipe works. And civil structures incorporate slope rehabilitation, soil nailing and retaining walls. Then we also have survey QA, design and build and project management.
Awesome, we'll just stop there for 1 second if anyone's got any questions around our history or what we do as a company. No, cool, okay, moving on. Cool, so we'll get into our pathways, which I'm sure is all the stuff that you guys are interested in hearing about. So our opportunities, so we've got some awesome pathway opportunities for university students. So we've got our internship, summer civil internships, so that's for 2nd and 3rd year students, practical and professional hours. So if you came in your 2nd year and then your 3rd year, you would get your 800 hours across both. We've also got casual holiday work throughout the year, during the semesters and in the holidays as well. And then we've got our grade positions as well. And we've got all of those opportunities in all of our branches. So in Hamilton and the Waikato, Christchurch, and then Nelson and Blenheim as well. So we'll just go into those in a bit more depth. Cool, so we've got our intern and grad pathway model here. So the key principles are field work, so working in and alongside operational teams, and that is the key experience needed to build capabilities. Our starting point for all grades is to work in site teams for up to 6 months in the field. Grads and interns need to understand estimating, survey, QA, and project admin. Grads need to own and drive their learning and development, knowing they will be responsible for contracts within 18 months. And then branches are responsible for grads' functional learning. So the overall program goal is to grow graduates with experience and understanding of the Schick way to take on the role of a junior contract manager within the first 18 months of joining Schick. So you'll see down the bottom there, we've got the 2 internships. So a lot of this is in the field, the labouring, but then you'll also get some on-site technical experience as well. So 10 weeks across the summer, starting in November when uni finishes, and then finishing in Feb or right up until you go back to uni. It's kind of a personal preference with that one. And then we've got the grad program. So that's a 2-year program, and you'll see everything above that is so the divisional rotations. You'll be rotated throughout the divisions. You'll either be actually rotated or you'll get exposure to all of those divisions within the project you're working on if it's a larger scale project. And then we've got our functional capabilities above that. So contract management, people management, environmental and safety, strategic leadership, site management, and financial management. And then at the top there, the fundamental tasks. So we believe these are all the fundamentals that makes a good contract manager. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it takes the full 2 years to progress into that site engineer or junior contract manager level. You can progress faster and fast track that process. It's all about, work ethic. And obviously, if you've done the previous internships with us, you're going to progress faster. So we've had a few awesome stories with interns that have come on into the grad program and they've progressed into those next levels within the first year of being a grad. Now, the CPEng registration as well, that's another factor. So we want to help all of our grads get to that chartered level. So obviously, it is a bit of a process, 5 years. It can be a little bit shorter than that, but we're there to help you guys build your portfolios and all the development that comes alongside that. And then the future pathways, so kind of the world's your oyster in that respect. But yeah, our main goal is to build future leaders, and we would love to see all of our grads kind of grow into those roles there. Cool. So summer internship. So what will you experience? I talked about it earlier, but 10 weeks paid internship with rotations through the company's business units. So site works, land development, survey, roading, etc. Be part of the construction team, building challenging projects, learn real skills and a solid understanding of how engineering applies to civil construction projects. So I guess it's just a cool opportunity for you guys to put all your learnings into a practical sense. Opportunities to gain formal industry certifications in civil skills, including licenses and wheels, tracks and rollers, first aid, all of that good stuff. And then intern development sessions focused on general career skills. So at the moment, we've got a focus on leadership sessions, and the interns went through those sessions alongside the graduates while they were here for the summer last year, and we'll be doing the same this summer. Cool. What we're looking for out of our interns. So we want a unique skill set, and we do set the bar high. If you're fortunate enough to join the team, your development will be deliberate and planned through a well-supported program. So things we look at: background in team sports, have a good grade average in your studies, a practical hands-on mindset, be a good communicator, be involved in your community, have a farming or building background, having a full Class 1 license is preferred but restricted as minimum, eligible to work in New Zealand, available for full-time work. So it's from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. They are long days, and including the occasional Saturday as well from November to February. Any questions about the intern program? No. Okay. Cool. Graduate program. What will you experience? So a 2-year structured development program, rotations through the company's business units, and secondment opportunities within our partners to build a range of experience across the industry, learn real skills and a solid understanding of how engineering applies to civil construction, mentoring support from our experienced civil engineers and managers. So all of our grads meet with their mentor every week, usually on a Friday afternoon for an hour or so, and go through their week, the highs, the lows, what they've learnt. And we also use a competency model. So that's all of our tasks broken up into a lot more detail. And the idea is that you're about to tick all those tasks off in each division by the time you've reached that junior contract manager level. So it's a really good way to kind of track your progress from our side and also your side as well, to see, if you're close to kind of being able to rotate out of that division you're in and where the gaps are. Opportunities to gain further formal industry certifications and civil skills. So we've got a massive focus on training and development. So anything you feel like you need to be the best kind of civil engineer you can be, we will support you along that journey. And then the internal development sessions as well, which I spoke about just before, with a focus on leadership at the moment, but moving into other areas as we progress. Cool. What we offer, so how Schick can support you. So be part of a construction team building interesting and challenging projects, develop insights of how civil works are built from plan to completion, take advantage of internal training and development programs, develop insights of the various aspects of project planning and implementation, support to complete industry qualifications and certificates, a positive work atmosphere, social team, sporting events, social club, and then a generous benefits program and salary package, including the last year of your fees paid. So we pay, it's $10,000 all up, majority of it on graduation, and then a bonus when you hit that 2-year mark of the end of the grad program. Cool, okay, we'll get Jordan in. So I'll just introduce Jordan quickly. So Jordan stayed at UC, he finished end of last year. Yep. So he's been with us for just over 6 months now. Yep. And we're just going to ask him a few questions and get his side of it, real life experience. I'll just ask him some questions. So how long have you been at Schick and what is your role?
So I've been at Schick for about 5 to 6 months now, after graduating last year or finishing uni last year. And at the moment I'm working as a site engineer at one of our new jobs.
Awesome. What kind of activities do you undertake in your role currently?
So I've been able to take the opportunity and manage a few jobs by myself, the smaller ones to start off with. Eventually they work their way up into bigger and bigger roles. I've also been able to interact with clients and stuff, dealing with them, sort of contract stuff, and then a lot of our claims, which is where we make our money.
Cool. What's been your favourite thing about working at Schick so far?
Favourite thing I reckon has been able to progress through the graduate program quite quickly. Similar to how Olivia said before, how there are those stages. I was able to climb through the ladder a little bit quicker and get into that site engineer role. And I've been exposed to some big projects pretty quickly, and been able to learn along the way, which is pretty fun.
Awesome. What made you choose Schick for your grad role?
So previously, while I did my 800 hours while I was at uni, I was working for another civil construction company, and back where I was from down Southland. And from there, I wanted to look to some bigger places because they focus on the smaller stuff. And Schick had some pretty cool projects that they had going on at the time, and I figured I'd like to be a part of them and constructing them.
Awesome. Has your grad role met your expectations that you had at uni?
Yes. It's definitely met them, if not exceeded them. I don't think I actually expected myself to be able to get to the point where I am now, but here I am. I'm loving it. So yeah.
Awesome. So where are you now, and where do you see yourself within the next year from now?
Yeah, so currently I'm a site engineer role. Within next year, I'd love to be pushing up towards the junior contract manager or even contract manager. Currently I'm working on one of our new projects, which is going to be going for about a year. So hopefully within that time, I would have been able to have been exposed to the whole side of things, the drainage, site works, land development, all in one project. So hopefully using those to get me through the stages.
Awesome. And expected progress. It's probably fair. About a year. Are there any recommendations you would give to the UC students for their future?
I think the one thing that I can recommend is definitely keep your opportunities open. I've been able to take on heaps of different roles, just be willing to undertake them, and it's led me to where I am now. So yeah, keep your opportunities open.
Awesome. Cool. Does anyone have any questions for Jordan while he's here? He's a busy man, so. No. Cool, that's sweet. Just to recap, we have our applications are open for our internship roles and our grad roles now. So we have those opportunities in Hamilton, in Christchurch, and then in Nelson and Blenheim as well. We have started the interview process, but they will be open for the next few weeks anyway. So if you are interested in applying, there's QR codes there on the screen or in the recording that you can takes you straight to the application forms. Otherwise, our website's there and our careers email is there too. If you do have any questions or want to touch base, that would be awesome. And that's pretty much it. Thanks, Shannon.
Do we have any questions? None in the chat. Let me just have a check. No.
Cool.
Cool. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for coming and giving that presentation.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, great to hear from you guys.
Cool. Thanks, Shannon.
Cool.
See you later.
Thanks.